George is a 10-year-old boy with 4 parents, but considers no one as family. George is no one in particular. He has no identity, just a name, and that is George. Unfortunately, he went missing. His 4 parents held flashlights in search of the 10-year-old boy, but they all crashed in failure. And when they died, not a single person pursued the search. Not his brothers, evil masterminds, nor his sisters, who never knew who George was, as if they even existed. Not the police, who said a cycle of drowning phrases. 2 words. We can't. I lost all my hopes. The headlines that once placed George on fame set free the words of agony and blew it into my eyes. That dust made me blind, that the light presented no certain color, that objects spoke to me as if they were George. His brothers and sisters flew away with my hallucinations, like a flock of birds shot by a drunk man. And George was the only bird that collided with a bullet. He came back to his house, thinking that this is a huge hide and seek, that he considered me as family. The doors were locked, like his lips. Sued to not speak, I kicked the door and quickly apologized. I placed it back, leaned it to the walls like his arms, guarding his heart, his chest, his only soft room. But the house seemed dry. No paintings nor family pictures framed for remembrance, and the only decoration is a cross, like the one George has in his chest. It shook him one time. I talked back to the furniture, begging them to tell me where I could find George. The staircase pulled my right foot as I ran as fast as I can and slipped on a note that said, "To Ben, from George." I am Ben, his best friend. I continued reading slowly, at a pace of a growling stomach, burning as poison drips in it. Ben, life is good. Life is great. Life is beautiful. The priest showed this to me as I confessed my sins. By walking through the benches of the church, it spoke to me, but I ignored its voice. Ben, as good as life can be, we all try to settle for the better, to be like others, to fit ourselves into imaginary puzzles. And as we settle with it, the worst comes closer. Life is great for some, and dull for others, but to me, it's both. And the letter ends. The last line burned with a slanted piece of the letter, like George, burned like a paper. Yours truly, George.